Hello and welcome back to the Mobile Corner with me, Jimmy. This week we didn't see big releases or any really noticing release, and after the Angry Birds review I wanted to take a little break. So I did some research, and actually there are quite a lot of good news this week. So let's head into them. The first piece of news is about app stores, be it iOS or Android. Since their first inception, we have seen different genres becoming king of the stores. In the first years, it were mostly card games like poker or solitaire, since the phones weren't really able to do much. Over time came 3D graphics, and with them, racing games, fighting games, and then we had a few years back the whole free-to-play explosion with the in-app purchase mania, such as, I don't know, maybe shall we say former king Clash of Clans. That's right, tower defense games are losing the pace towards collectible card games, and Hearthstone apparently is leading the way. Another thing that has been noticed is that ever since Hearthstone came to mobile, quite a lot of companies have tried to emulate the same system. Not too badly, must I say, but of course not with the same success that Hearthstone has met. So it appears that CCGs are here to stay for at least a few more years. A few days ago, AMC and Next Games announced a new mobile game built around the hit TV show The Walking Dead. According to Next CEO, Kimi Hutanen, the company's approach is to stay true to the show's main themes such as survival strategies, finding safety for the people in your party, making difficult decisions, and fighting the walkers. Now, we already have a Walking Dead game made by Telltale Games, though that one is a point-and-click RPG, for which they are quite known for. The game is parallel to the story and follows more closely the comic, so it's not the same as that one. It's really The Walking Dead TV show, the game. Apparently you will be having hand-to-hand combat and strategic puzzles. They went on to describe that they want to capture the difficulty of staying alive in a world filled with zombies, or in this case, walkers. Along with the announcement, they released a short gameplay trailer which was narrated by Daryl, that is, the character Daryl, Norman Reedus. Norman Reedus, the guy who will not be the protagonist of Silent Hills. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, the game trailer is a bit intense, especially with his voice. There will be a lot of drama apparently, and no warm showers or fast foods. The gameplay looks fun, but a bit predictable. There's a lot of gut shooting, and face smashing, which is pretty much what you expect of a zombie game. I guess what they will probably try is to capture the overwhelming sensation of being outnumbered by zombies. We can see what appears to be a base building mechanic, but it's hard to tell how much time that part of the game will take. We have a release month set to October this year, on iOS at least. This brings us to the next piece, Kobojo. They are apparently creating a Final Fantasy influenced game. It's called Zodiac Orcanon Odyssey. What is worthy of news about it is that in a unprecedented move, we are seeing a game that is being split regionally. What I mean by this is the Japanese version of the game will be free to play with in-app mechanics, whereas Europe and America will be getting a premium version with no IAP at all. This is interesting because obviously free-to-play games have caused much more struggle, have caused much more debate and much more controversy over on our side, whereas in Japan they are not so used to making noise about. I guess they're used to it, or at least they're used to spending money with pachinko machines. It is an interesting move, and it actually makes a bit of sense because the game will also be released on PlayStation, and since it's going to be also be a console game as well, it makes kind of sense to be premium, at least on our side, you know. So now this next piece of news is about a game that I have been following personally for about the last year. It's called The Wild, and it's being made by Tunaba Games. It's a first-person, single-player survival game, which is not a very spread genre yet, especially since it's first-person, you know. We have games like DayZ on PC, but those are also multiplayer, but still, the same feel of it isn't yet really present on the App Store. As such, I was quite excited about that game. However, since March we have had no news, and the last news they had given us was that there would be test flight betas available soon, and I actually had tried to get myself into the beta, but again, no news. So, 4 months later, we finally have news again. The game is still being produced. The developers were simply very busy, apparently busy to the point of having the website 404 on us. But yes, they promise the site will be back soon enough and updated as well with more information and hopefully more videos and a real beta and a release date. Now, if you were playing on PC in the early 2000s, you could have probably heard about Stronghold, a RTS that was quite famous back then. Well, had 15 years ahead, and we have a new Stronghold being made. However, this time it's being also made for mobile. We have Stronghold Next being developed for PC, and Stronghold Kingdoms being developed for iOS. Now, the peculiar thing is that it's the same game, and they will have crossplay. Basically, the only difference is that the iOS version has a touch interface, that's it. However, it's still nice to see that there are old good games resurfacing and getting along with the new times, you know. Both versions will actually be free to play. Free to play, of course, means that there will very probably be an IAP, but we have no news about that so far, so stay tuned. Still on the matter of MMOs, Gameloft. Over the last 4 years, we have had the ability to play an MMORPG on iOS and Android called Order and Chaos. First, the game started as a premium game, and over time it simply became free to play with IAPs in order to sustain itself because it was a subscription-based game. Nothing wrong with that. However, we have news that they are preparing a new Order and Chaos. That's right, Order and Chaos 2 is being made, and it is a full-blown sequel to the original game. Apparently it is set 600 years in the future from when you play the game. Heroes are being reborn and players will have to save the world, just as in any other kind of MMO, and we love it. We have no dates yet, but again, new MMO, another genre that has still to see a bit more of popularity on the App Store, but yes, new MMO, probably Twitch stream integrated into the app, which is, yeah, okay. Now, last but not least, we have a release date for Lara Croft Go, Square Enix's newest game in the Go series. We saw Hitman Go and it was quite a smash. The minimalistic puzzle design was something that worked really well with the fans and beyond even. The game is not expensive at all, and it's quite entertaining and can be played in short bursts just as a mobile game should be, you know. I saw the little teaser video for Lara Croft Go, and I saw a little hands-on video as well. I like what I see. So when is that release? August 28th. And that's it for this week's show. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, feel free to leave any suggestion or comment below and I'll check it out. Do also check out the videos on our channel. It's not just me, we are a team. I'm Jimmy, this is the Mobile Corner. See you next time.